first item that I wish to discuss with you is chia seeds. You can pick up chia seeds in your local supermarket. As we are in North Carolina, I pick up my chia seeds at Harris Teeter, and the brand I use is Prada. And the reason why is because it has probiotics, which is essential in gut health. As we have sickle cell and we take a lot of medication, gut health is very important. And chia seeds are known to be a good source of fiber. It is known as a superfood. Also, it counts as 18% of your calcium, your daily calcium intake. So 18% is a good amount. As well, it is known to promote bone health because it provides calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, which is essential in bone health, as well as lower the risk of heart disease. It is said that it will lower your blood pressure, and that has been a fact for my mom. My mom also adopted chia seeds into her daily regimen, as she has seen a drop in her blood pressure. So I say this to you because if you do take blood pressure medication, you have to be very cautious if you adopt chia seeds. Again, always know your body. Always know how adapting an item can change. It can change factors within you. So know where you stand, because you don't want to put yourself at risk. And speaking of at risk, let me introduce to you chia seeds. So chia seeds, these are grounded, but they sell them whole. So if you can see there, I'm going to show you this because there's a reason why I'm showing you this one. When you consume chia seeds, it is very important to hydrate, to drink a lot of fluids. And you are supposed to be drinking a lot of fluids because you have sickle cell. And that goes for both persons with the illness as well as carriers, because hydration is very important to our circulation. So the reason I wanted to show this to you, this is an example of what would happen if you do not drink enough water. So you can see here, this is very pasty. You see how it stays stuck to the spoon? It's kind of like, I can actually, you see right here, it's kind of difficult to move. It's a rock. So the reason I show you this is because this is what would happen if you do not hydrate. Chia seeds will be stuck to your intestinal walls, and then that can cause blockage. And then when you're consuming something that's supposed to help you, you can allow it to give an opposite effect by not hydrating. So this right now, this is stuck onto the glass. And that's exactly what will happen in your intestinal walls if you do not hydrate. So how do you avoid that? Number one, drink a lot of water. However, if you're someone that you're not going to be floating like a boat throughout the day, this is what you do. You soak it. And that's what I do. So what you do is that you're going to take a 1/4 cup of chia seeds to 1 cup of water. So this is a 1/4 cup of chia seeds. And I just want to show you, this is what chia seeds are. It's a very light powder. This is grounded, and then you can also have it in seeds. I have it grounded because my family likes to add it to their protein shakes, to their salads. You can add it to your salad dressing. If you can even, on people that like the bubble drinks, you can add it, if it's the seed form, the full form, you can add it to your juice. And you kind of get that texture that you get when you get those bubble liquids. So not everybody likes pulp or textures in their drinks, so it's a limited amount of persons. But it's all up to you, whatever works for you. So as you see, this is a very light powder. So when I showed you how pasty it gets, you want to avoid that. So the reason is, again, because you didn't hydrate. So what I do is that I take a cup of water to 1/4 cup of chia seeds. And I'm going to show you how I store it. This is just a basic example to show you all. So I move it so that all of the seeds have the water. I think you can see it there. It's glass. So you can kind of see that it's all soaked. And this is what will occur. It takes 4 hours. And what I do is that I have this container. This container sits in my fridge. And this is where I store the chia seeds. Also, when you open the chia seeds, keep this refrigerated. Do not put it back in your cabinet because, again, this also contains probiotics. Not all of them have to stay refrigerated after opening. So there are packages that you do not have to do that. That way you can store it in your pantry. But since this has live probiotics, it's recommended for you to refrigerate. So you can check the back of your package to see if you're purchasing a chia seeds that has a live probiotic. And there are chia seeds that do not have probiotics. So it all works the same. So this is something that I have. And this is where I keep my chia seeds. So this is what I want to show you. This is what happens. You see how there's like a gel-like coating? I think you can see it there. It's pretty clear. So you can even see it on the top. It's like a gel-like coating that has form. So this, when you add it to your foods, you can add it to yogurt, you can add it to cottage cheese. I like to add it to yogurt. But as you can see, kind of in the in-between, you see how there's a jelly? That gel actually goes to your intestinal walls and it promotes the growth of gut flora, which is the good bacteria. So what does chia seed do for you? So I'm a person that gets very swollen after I eat. And what occurs is that the gel-like substance, it promotes the growth of the healthy bacteria and it coats your intestines. And what happens is that you start noticing a difference when you have your digestion, your bowel movements. So I'll share a personal story. You do not normally get discharged until you have a bowel movement in the hospital. And that's one of the questions they ask you. So I had a recent admission. My family had sent a cooler with kind of my favorite snacks. And in there, they included my chia seeds. And they were already soaked. And what I did is, I eat a lot. When I'm admitted, I'm not sure about you, but my appetite goes to a 150%. So I had my yogurts, and what I do is that I add it to my yogurt. This is Too Good yogurt. I'm not a fan of yogurt that tastes like cultured milk, and I eat with the scent of my nose. My family criticizes me because if I smell something, I'm like, oh no, I don't want it. But that happens to me with yogurt. So I buy this. It's called Too Good. And it has 2 grams of sugar. That's why it's called Too Good. They always have a little saying over here. They say there's something good in every day. So, for example, I just want to kind of give you an example of what I do. So, the recommended dose is 1.5 tablespoons. So what I do is that I take 2 because I'm using a small spoon, but the recommended dose is 1.5. And if this is your first time trying chia seeds, I recommend you start small because you need to know how this works for you, how it affects you, how it improves your digestion, how do you do with it. You know, you have to learn how something adapts to your body. So I would recommend to try it with 1/2 tablespoon first, and then you move up to the daily recommended of 1.5 tablespoons. And basically my yogurt has the chia seeds in it. These are grounded, so you don't really feel texture. And that way you have a good dose of two healthy snacks. Your yogurt and you have the chia seeds. So you're giving yourself a good amount of probiotics, a good amount of healthy cultures for your gut. And this has improved on the swelling. So I was told that I need to follow what is called the FODMAP diet, FODMAP. It will show you foods that have FODMAP, which cause intestinal swellings. So as I have had many years of taking medications, this is something that has happened to me. And by introducing chia seeds, I've been able to improve my digestive. So I am now considered normal daily person, which I wasn't before. Before, I would probably go to the restroom every 3 days, and I would have to use either stool softeners or Miralax, which is very common for us in our community. I have no embarrassment on sharing that with you because it's what we do. It's an everyday thing that we must have. So this has allowed me to regulate my body. So that is the information I have for you on chia seeds, and I hope that you give it a try. It is, what works best is when you start adding routines to your daily schedule, and that way it's, you don't think about it anymore. At first it was like, oh, I forgot to add it, and then little by little I started doing it every day to my yogurts, and right now it's basically one of those things that I do as a habit, as you would do your morning coffee. So let me know how it works for you. Put it on the comments. And if you have any questions, I will answer them within, a good time period.